Hello, Bobcats! I'm Ava Cortez, and I hope you're having a clawsome Thursday, and we have a fantastic show for you today.
And I'm Erin Finnegan. We're back this week with What's Behind the Bobcats. Enjoy!
Gather around.
This is GC360.
No. This is a new segment. This is... Behind the Bobcats!
Tomorrow night, WGUR's annual Sounds of the Spring is happening. We brought their general manager, Ansley Kate Allen, and SOTS coordinator, Kinsley Stevens, to get the behind the scenes.
Come on in, guys. All right. Guys, thank you for joining us today for Behind the Bobcats.
Thanks for having us.
Yeah, so our first question is for our viewers that might not know, what is Sound of the Spring?
So Sounds of the Spring is WGR's annual music festival. It originally started in 2012 as Sounds of the South, but had a little rebrand moment, and it was originally founded by students who wanted live music and the opportunity to give back to Baldwin County, and that's the same principle we go off with it now.
Nice.
So cool. One of the things we were wondering is how is it coordinating with the businesses downtown to make sure your vendors are all coordinated and everything like that?
Basically, the radio station WGUR already is in contact with a lot of the venues because we do a lot of music events through them. Mm-hmm. I talked to the owners of Blackbird and Buffington's and also the manager of The Brick, and we coordinated them being able to host all 3 bands that will be playing at each venue that night for the 9 bands in total. And it's also on the same night as Milledgeville, or First Friday. It's the first Friday in Milledgeville.
That's true.
Yes.
That's so nice.
So we coordinated with Milledgeville Main Street as well, and they've helped us out. And yeah, it's just a great cumulative effort from all of the businesses downtown.
Nice. And how do you guys select the performers for SOTS? Is there a process? It's like audition or something?
There's no audition or anything like that. We do try to go all local Georgia bands. So all the bands playing this year are all from Athens, Atlanta, Milledgeville, and Savannah. Basically, most of the bands that are playing, I've seen myself live, or I've had a really good firsthand source of the band and how good they are. I have a lot of friends that are at the radio station at UGA. They do live in the lobbies a lot of the time, so they see a lot of the local bands that play in Athens, and yeah, we just reach out to them via email or via Instagram DM.
Cool.
Nice.
Okay, so we know that you guys won an award last year for your SOTS advertising. How was that process? What kind of helps you make sure it's unique year to year?
Well, this year, what we have planned is that each venue is corresponding with their own individual genre of music. So Blackbird is going to be more like punk music, Buffington's is going to be kind of like indie pop, and The Brick is going to be kind of like jam band rock sort of music. And so we just take inspiration from Pinterest and band posters that we really like that correspond with that genre of music and kind of base our marketing off of that. My roommate Camille Phipps has been making venue posters by hand in Adobe Photoshop. So we do that, and we also do graphics. I have practicums that work for me as well that do graphics to post onto the Instagram.
Oh wow,
That's
so it's
really cool.
it's a very collaborative
Yes.
process for what I see.
For sure.
Nice. I have another question. So how many years has WGR done SOTS? Because fun fact, for our viewers and also for you guys, I don't know if you guys know, but in GC360 we have many videos from the past, from very, very old, very old videos of GC360, and we have one of Sounds of the South. So can you guys tell me a little bit about that? When did SOTS begin, and how do you make every year unique? How do you make it different?
Yeah, so it started in 2012, and like I said, I think students at the radio just wanted more live music in Milledgeville and more of a celebration of it, and they decided to kickstart it then, and I believe it took a little bit of a hiatus, and then in 2019 they did it in order to save, I believe, its land and buildings over by Central State here in Milledgeville.
Okay.
They wanted to kind of promote that with Historic Milledgeville, I believe, from what I've been told and just read about, but and then obviously in 2020 COVID happened, so SOTS was on hold for a bit, but then I think Kinsley, when she came into the position, wanted to rebrand it with more of a name that's more reflective. I know a lot of students would come up to me and they're like, well, I thought it was a country concert. And it's like, no, we want to bring some other kind of music to Milledgeville, introduce them to a new genre maybe. And then, you know, you just kind of edit that.
We definitely like want to focus on the local scene and like what local music is right now. That's kind of how it becomes unique from year to year. I think that's something that's stayed consistent from 2012 when it started. Just kind of focusing on like what everybody likes at the moment, like what all of like the younger college students are into at the moment, and just trying to like promote that on a larger scale.
Yeah,
definitely.
Nice. So for sure. And so then another thing, since obviously it's been going on since 2012, we were wondering what are some challenges you guys have faced and like ways for this year you're like changing it and making sure like you overcome those from the past?
I would say like probably the biggest challenge with it is the fact that it's a position, whoever's running it is a position held by college students that, you know, age out of it and have to pass it on every few years.
Right.
Like it's really hard to be able to like fully train somebody to take over that and to know everything about it. So that's definitely a big challenge, but on like a kind of like a managerial role, definitely just like the coordination of times, of making sure that everybody's in the right place and everybody has the right equipment, and just knowing that things are like bound to go wrong no matter what. Like there's going to be something that goes wrong, and just kind of being able to roll with the punches like that.
That's really nice.
Yeah.
So very short, in one sentence or in a couple of words, what are you most excited about for tomorrow?
Oh, I got it first. I am excited to see, I like the idea that Kinsley had of having different genres in different places. So I'm just excited to experience live music in Milledgeville. It's one of my favorite things. So I'm very looking forward to it.
Nice. What about you?
I'm excited to see people having fun. Last year was just so fun to like walk around and see people having a great time, and knowing that I could help with that.
And are you going to Sots, Erin?
Absolutely. You will see me there. I'm excited. I know I went, my first time was my freshman year, so going again now, I'm like, wait, this is going to be so fun.
Nice. Well, thank you guys so much for being here, for coming out up to the show. We're very excited to see Sots tomorrow. And Bobcats, I hope that you're excited to go to Sots. I'm very excited, and I hope I see you there. Next up, we're gonna go to a little break. And when we come back, we're gonna see how wheelchair accessible Georgia College is. So see you after the break.
Andalusia Farm served as the home of the famed author Mary Flannery O'Connor. There's a ton of stuff that college students can come and enjoy. On top of that, this is a wonderful and beautiful place for Georgia College seniors to come and have some of their portraits done. But even more so than that, we have a nature trail down by the pond, which is about 2 miles long. It is very, very beautiful. And we also have Astor and Mrs. Shortley, our peacock and peahen, who are pretty fun to visit as well.
Welcome back. Have you ever wondered how accessible campus is? Ava and I went around to see for ourselves if GCSU is wheelchair friendly. Let's check it out.
Hi guys, I'm Ava and Erin is on camera, and today we're going to be testing accessibility on campus, specifically from a wheelchair. So we're gonna be going around all campus, testing out accessibility, elevators, doors, and whatnot. So let's get rolling. So we're in Atkinson right now. Are we gonna go through? Let's go. Okay. I got this. Oh my god. This is so tiny. Look at me. I need to be able to fit, right? And is that the only elevator here in Atkinson? I think it is, actually. Let me see if there's any other signs for like elevators. And if you need to go directly from Atkinson to the fountain or around the fountain, you have to go all the way to the first floor again. So if I have class on the second floor, it's just like, I can't go out from there. It's only stairs. All right, Let's see it. ANS. Let's go. This feels actually nicer. That's the writing center. I feel like I could fit through there, right? I think so too. This is a little scary. Let's find the elevator. Is there a sign for the elevator? I mean, I know where the elevator is, but what if you don't know? Oh, there it is. That's the sign I was looking for. Let's go. Okay, I got it. So where would I sit? Oh, so look, all these, all the desks have like table included. So where could I sit if I had class? I guess I'm sitting by the professor. Oh wow, I would hate this personally. Well, I guess I could fit pretty nicely. That's my exam. Did I pass? Uh-oh. Anyways. Work on my lap? Yeah. I feel like, okay, let me like, ooh, wait. Parking. Okay. Maybe I could like have a computer here or something, yeah. I mean, it's not ideal, but yeah. Now we're going to the Career Center because we heard that the Career Center in Russell Auditorium are not very accessible, so we're gonna see. So we know that from the other side of Linnea, where the Career Center and the where you go see your advisor, the advisor center is. On the other side, there's only stairs, and we came on this side thinking that there would be an accessible entrance, but it's only stairs. So we actually did find an entrance. It was like right on the other side. Whenever Erin turns around, you're gonna see it. But yeah, we found the entrance, the accessible entrance for Linear Center, which I wouldn't have known if it was there from the beginning. It was a little hidden, but I mean, it's right here. So let's go. Let's go pay a visit to my advisor, Mickey, if she's there. Ah, I got this. Do I need my Bobcat card? Automatic door, activate switch to operate. Is this it? Wait. Oh, I got it. Perfect. Where is the elevator? I feel like, oh, it's right there. I'm gonna come out this way. I got it.
We are going to test out the library to make sure it is also accessible. So let's go. All right. Got lucky though, there's an elevator sign right there. I'll let this person go. All right. Ooh. Jesus, this isn't like a tiny little corner. So secluded. Wait, this is nice. Okay, this elevator right here has 2 doors. And it's pretty spacious. I think this would be a lot easier, especially since like that chair could just be slid over and like, I don't know. I feel like having to like move something not on wheels would be kind of difficult. But yeah. It's for our news station. Okay, so it turns out the library has 2 elevators. So we're gonna go see the other one. Let's go, guys. All right. Okay, that took actually a while to get around to this. Okay. Oh gosh. Oh, you know, she's not that bad either in here. Since I have to whisper, I'll get close up to the camera. We're just gonna make our way to the other elevator and see how that space is and if there's big obstacles to get from one side to the other. Let's go, guys. Okay, made it. Okay. I don't know how I feel about it being on the same side of the building because there's a lot more stuff to do over there. So having to roll all the way over here seems a little difficult. However, I do like that there's 2 elevators in this building compared to the rest of them being only 1. The camera's agreeing with me.
Ooh, I do not like these bricks. Hi, Thunder. Okay, so we're about to hit up the Maxwell Student Union, aka the Max. We're gonna go from the den first, just because from right here it's a little more accessible. There is a ramp right here, but that ramp scares me because it is pretty steep. So we came down this pathway that's more diagonal. It's really twisty turny, so I was scared of like kind of rolling off a little. Okay, let's see. Okay. Had to give myself some momentum. Okay. Oh, I didn't even have to press the button for that. Wait. Ah! Okay, but did not know any angle, but all right. Let's see. Okay, well, obviously since we've also been looking at tables, could just slide these around, pull up to them. Not that bad. I have been in this one before, and it's not that big. Okay, so off the bat, not that bad. Let's see. Kind of tall, low key. This would not be that fun to just try and reach something. Let's continue on. Okay. I mean, I know you'd have to get used to it, but like that's kind of a reach. Oh no. Wait. Oh wait. Oh, I could. Yeah, I could easily go through it. Since we're not in here, I'm not gonna like get a whole meal. I was nervous strolling in here, to be honest, because I only saw tables this high, and that's honestly really awkward. Like as you can see, like my hand's right next to it. Like that's pretty like tall. There are lower tables. Once on the end, I'll just have to move a chair. In the space between, I can roll through, as we might have seen. It was really difficult to turn around. I think there's a ramp to just get in. You'll have to go from like downstairs. So let's go find out if I'm right or not.
All right, so we're here behind public safety, and where we heard that about 8 or 7 new handicap parking spots were added. They weren't originally here. These are completely new, and people have been complaining. We have heard a lot of students complaining about it because they say that it's in such an inconvenient spot for actually handicapped people. So we're here to test it out. We're gonna see, is it actually an inconvenience? Is it actually really far away from campus? I wonder the logic behind putting the parking spots all the way back there. I feel like if it was near front campus or closer to front campus, it would be way better.
All right, y'all, that is Ava and I testing out the accessibility on campus. We're gonna see you back in the studio where we're gonna discuss how accessible we think campus really is now.
And we're back in the studio. So, Erin, how accessible do you think our campus really is?
To be honest, it's honestly a lot. There were parts of it that I was like, wait, this is like good and I liked, and then other parts that I was like, this could be a lot more accessible. The biggest thing that I was really surprised on was the elevators. The different
elevators,
sizes.
yes.
Because, I mean, like, as y'all watched, we went in order of like Atkinson, so small.
Atkinson was tiny.
I think it could only fit the wheelchair. Like we were
exactly, yes.
Like my toes were gonna be run over. But then the library, you could do a full circle and still have like 3 people in that elevator with you.
I agree.
And then some of the other ones, it was like kind of like a back and forth.
Yeah, I
So-
honestly think that Atkinson was the tiniest one of all. Like,
Yeah.
Terrell was good. The library was good. Lanier wasn't bad. And then A&S wasn't bad either.
The Max one was a lot smaller than I was expecting.
You're right.
Because people cater out of the Max. Like we have Sodexo.
Right.
And for them to be bringing things out, I was surprised on how small it was.
I know. Yeah, I remember when we were doing this, I was telling Erin that I wasn't surprised that the Terrell elevator was big enough because we have to carry equipment up and down, and so I feel like that's why our elevator specifically is so big. But also something that I noticed a lot while we were on the wheelchair was doors. How some doors are so hard to open. Some doors are so heavy.
Like one of the things that really like got to me was just like the buttons. Like you guys, you got lucky watching it, but when you would press the buttons, like the one going into the den, surprisingly both of them worked. But I went this morning and neither of them opened for me. And I pressed the button.
Yeah.
Sometimes, I mean, it's there, so I'll press it.
Right.
And I was like, okay, and it's hard because you feel the resistance opening it.
Yeah.
So like if it didn't open for us while we were testing campus, it would not be ideal.
Right. That the same thing happened in front of A&S, right in front of the library. The button didn't work, so someone had to open the door for me. So, and even other doors, like here in Terrell Hall, the as you said, like you feel the resistance of the door, and so you have to kind of push with the wheelchair to open the door.
Just not
I
ideal.
know. It's not. It's really not.
And then for like, one of the things I do like, I think for like while we were testing it, the library was the most accessible.
Yeah, I agree.
Both doors, the only way to enter is like ground level. They're both like sliding doors, so you don't have to worry about that.
Right.
Elevator, I mean, it's in a corner, but the elevator's big enough that I'm like, kind of makes up for where it is. Then you go upstairs, Learning Center is also very accessible. Like we saw, everything has wheels. Fun fact, if you go in the library, not just for like itself, they call the second floor the collaboration floor. So literally everything's on wheels.
Right.
So convenience-wise, for somebody who has to be in a wheelchair or for more like accessible needs, you can easily slide things around.
Yeah.
Which is nice.
I want to bounce off a little bit what you mentioned earlier about how the elevator is in a corner. When we went to Lanier Hall, which is where you have to go to for the career center or to talk to your advisor, the accessibility entrance was near downstairs. So I thought it was very interesting how for most of the buildings, the accessible entrance is always in the back in the building. And you see that in other places too. But I find it interesting that there's some sort of shameful aspect of it that I don't like.
Yeah, especially too because we were thinking like going through one of the buildings, we were like going to just go from one side to the other. And for Atkinson and Terrell, there's only one entrance or one like main entrance to use for accessibility. If you go on the second floor, like you'd have to go all the way back down the elevator and all the way around to go to where you're going. Like if you have a class in like Kilpatrick and you're in the second floor of Atkinson, that's going to take longer than your like normal amount of time just because you have to go all the way around.
Exactly. I want to ask you about the Max because I mean you were in the wheelchair at the Max, so I want to like, how was like food accessibility?
So there were parts of it that were good, and I was like, okay, this is nice. Like the bowls for the salad bar, they're literally like within it, so you're grabbing from right there. And like they didn't have a lot of counter space right there, but some of the other stuff, it's like kind of far back. Like the dessert spot, you guys saw it. My arm, I'm like reaching up and I'm like, if I just want a little ice cream, I gotta be like reaching. But also like, I don't have like a short torso. So for me to be reaching, if somebody's shorter than me and like, or their wheelchair's lower to the ground, that's difficult. And then other spots, I do like that they have somebody helping you, like giving you the food, right? Like you're getting served.
There's always people helping you out as well.
So if something like happens, they could help me out. But it's also like kind of like inconvenient, just could be a little lower.
Right.
But like, I liked that the tables were there. So.
Okay. You know what? well, we can talk about it more after the break, honestly. We're gonna go in a little short break, and we're gonna be talking about Mandela effects. Ooh. So we'll see you after the break. Welcome back. Erin, do you know what a Mandela effect is?
I do, but just for like everybody, of course. Can you re-explain it for me real quick?
So Mandela effects are essentially whenever you think that something looked a certain way or something happened a certain way, when in reality it didn't. Did you know that C3PO from Star Wars actually has a silver leg?
Surprisingly, I did. I only know that because my dad is a really big Star Wars fan, and we've talked about that one specifically. But our assistant technical director, Della Goins, she's going to put one up for us behind it because we are also going to try to see if we know one.
Let's see. Oh, wait.
It's the Z, right? Like Cheez-Its?
I think
you know?
it's a Z too, but I'm actually not super sure. Cheez-Its. Yeah, because everyone calls it Cheez-Its.
Yeah.
But I feel like I'm wrong though. I feel like it's gonna be the sort of thing that you think you say it that way because everyone says it that way.
Oh.
There's no
Z?
We just got confirmation that it's no Z. So it's actually Cheez-It.
Okay. So I'm gonna start writing my Z's on my boxes for my Cheez-Its. For sure now because that's crazy.
Well, the whole reason we're talking about this is because Della Goins and Hannah Deal went around on campus to see if students have some Mandela effects too. So check it out.
Thanks, guys. I'm Della Goins, and we're on the prowl at Georgia College asking students if they can spot the Mandela effect. Let's go. I'm here with Heidi, Arella, Timothy. All right. Okay, can you guys tell the difference? Here is the Monopoly Man.
Oh, with and without the monocle.
With and without the monocle.
No monocle.
No monocle?
Monocle. I remember no monocle.
Correct.
So, he did not have a monocle.
He didn't.
He has to have a monocle. I'm gonna say yeah.
He doesn't. Are you serious? I'm serious.
No, there's no way.
I know,
Maybe
it
I'm
feels
thinking
wrong.
Of the peanut.
Yeah, no, he has it, right?
Monocle. I'm so sorry.
No monocle. Yeah, no monocle.
Yes, no monocle. Join the news. Elizabeth. All right, so first up we have Pikachu. Little black spot on the tail or no? Black spot on the tail. No. Black on the tail or no? Yeah, I think so. What? Black stripe. Really? Yeah.
Yeah.
Are you? I'm so sorry.
No, it's the pull of the ground.
Yep. Okay.
Is he gonna skateboard or what?
Okay, Georgia College in the spring. Beautiful flowers. Beautiful. Can you spot the Mandela effect?
Wait, what? The Mandela effect?
Which one is real? C3PO.
Oh my
Silver
God.
leg or no?
Yes, he has silver leg.
Beautiful, guys. You're amazing. Wow.
You're talking like original?
I have no idea, Eva.
Okay.
I have no idea.
Well, if it's the original trilogy, I think it's this one, CPP.
You're right. Does C3PO have a silver leg or no? No silver leg. Silver leg. It's okay. It's okay. That's okay. It's okay. Bro, he does. I know. That one's a little deep cut. Yeah, that one. Fruit of the Loom.
Oh, it doesn't have a basket.
Yeah.
No. Yeah.
Okay.
I've seen this everywhere, so I know it's no cornucopia, but it definitely had a cornucopia. It definitely had one.
I just saw this on TikTok. It does not have a
Yeah.
but I would have said that I did.
Last one. Flintstones or Flintstones?
Oh. Flintstones. Flint. I thought it was Flint.
Flint. Good job, guys.
Yay!
Beautiful.
So is it Flintstones or Flintstones? think it's Flintstone. No. Yeah, Flintstone.
Mm-hmm. No, I don't know. I'm gonna go with the first one. All right, it is Flintstones. Thanks, Bobcats. I'm Della Goins, and this has been On the Prowl. Or was it? Back to you.
That's all for Behind the Bobcats this week. Thank you for joining us today, and make sure you tune in next Thursday at 4 p.m. on NBC TV4 through the Cablecast app. I'm Erin Finnegan.
And I'm Ava Cortez. If you want a professor, student, or staff highlighted on the show, fill out the form on our Instagram. That's at GC360 News on Instagram and YouTube. This is Behind the Bobcats, where your story takes a spotlight. See you next week. Gather around, gather around.
This is GC360.
No. This is a new segment. This is Behind the Bobcats. Meow.